This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. October 10th is World Mental Health Day, and this year we're saying thank you, therapists. BetterHelp therapists have helped over 5 million people worldwide on their mental health journeys. That's millions of stories, millions of journeys, and behind every one is a therapist who showed up, listened, and helped someone take a step forward. Moments in therapy, like the right question, a safe space to cry, or a small win, can change lives. This World Mental Health Day, BetterHelp is honoring those connections and the therapists who make them possible, while showing how easy it is to get guidance from a licensed therapist online with BetterHelp. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 5 million people globally. And it works with an average rating of 4.9 out of 5 for a live session based on over 1.7 million client reviews. This World Mental Health Day, we're celebrating the therapists who've helped millions of people take a step forward. If you're ready to find the right therapist for you, BetterHelp can help you start that journey. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/PFF. That's betterhelp.com/PFF. Number 11, Tennessee at number 6, Alabama, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time on ABC. Alabama looking for its 4th top 20 victory in as many weeks. So obviously Alabama started off with a loss to Florida State this year, but they have been on a scorching hot streak since then. The Crimson Tide have won their last 5 games, including their last 3 games over number 5 Georgia, number 16 Vanderbilt, and number 14 Missouri this past weekend. Alabama could win its 4th top 20 victory in the last month over number 11 Tennessee this week.
Yeah, no, I mean, such huge stakes, right? I mean, 2 teams with 1 loss, 2 teams with obvious playoff aspirations, and 2 teams, that I think are riding, like you mentioned, a lot of momentum, especially offensively. I mean, look at the way, especially the 2 quarterbacks you're playing in, Ty Simpson and Joey Aguilar. They've both been fantastic this year. And look, Alabama last week, getting out of Missouri with a close win. Tennessee getting out against Arkansas with a closer than we thought win, and maybe some defensive things we need to talk about with them. But no, I mean, 2 teams that it always feels like a big game with these 2, but this is as big as it gets right here. I feel because one of them is going to come out of this game with a second loss, and like you've talked about, there's that 3-loss thing where maybe Alabama's got an argument at 93 if and when they get there also, but. I think this is a big opportunity for both to put a signature win, and for Alabama, another signature win on the ledger. They've already beaten Georgia. They've already beaten Vanderbilt. They've already beaten Missouri. All of a sudden, I know they lost to Florida State. That doesn't look great now, but that's as far as stacking wins, that's as good a resume as you could start to build in college football.
Definitely. Dalton, we have the same exact matchup in this week. We have the offensive line against the pass rush. You have Tennessee's offense against Alabama's defense, which we know in the Volunteers of the Ball.
I mean, and that's the thing, is the star of the show for these 2 teams has been the 2 quarterbacks, right? And I think the big thing that we constantly talk about is clean pockets, right? You have to be able to pressure these quarterbacks in order to force them into mistakes, or they're just going to kill you. They're going to put up 35, 38, 45 points on you. So I think that's the case. Look, Alabama, they're 114th in the country in pass rush grade. It's the one biggest weakness to me on their defense is that they just don't get after the passer very well. Other than LT Overton, this is what concerned me coming into the year. The one thing that concerned me with Alabama's defense coming in was who do they have beyond LT Overton? Now, Yancey Pierre has been obviously solid for them. He's made some plays, but they just don't have the ability to put consistent pressure on the quarterback right now, and that's a problem when you're facing a guy in Joey Aguilar who's been absolutely outstanding in clean pockets. 6th best clean pocket passing grade in the country this season. 9.6 yards per attempt from a clean pocket, top 25 in the country. 7 big-time throws, 0 turnover-worthy plays. We always worried about, at App State, okay, ball security. Can you prove to us that you can be secure with the football? Well, if you leave him clean in the pocket, he's going to be secure with the football. So I think once again, look, Alabama, they're playing a run of really good offenses and great teams and great quarterbacks. You got to find a way to pressure them, or you're going to just find yourself in a shootout where it's Ty Simpson versus Joey Aguilar. And you know what happens in those shootouts? A lot of times just whoever has the ball last and whoever can just win, or even if it's overtime, win the coin flip, score first, whatever. But if neither team is going to get a pass rush, you're going to go on the other side of this, then you're going to get a high-scoring game. Because these 2 quarterbacks, when they're allowed to stand back there, they got all the options in the world out there. When you look at Tennessee with Chris Brazzell and those guys outside, and they got 3 good backs they can run the football with too. They've got balance, and obviously in Josh Heupel's offense, there's a lot of play action, there's a lot of RPO in it. But the idea now is Alabama, to me, with their offense kind of settled in now, the biggest concern is, can they rush the passer? Can they get after really good quarterbacks to disturb them in the pocket?
I have Alabama's offensive line against Tennessee's pass rush in this game. Ty Simpson, who Walt in the chat right now, is saying maybe his Raiders might be the next quarterback for the Las Vegas Raiders. Maybe.
Oh, maybe. Well, looking past Geno already. Man.
I'll tell you what, that guy is launching up draft boards right now because he has been phenomenal for the Crimson Tide this year. Currently second in odds to win the Heisman Trophy on DraftKings Sportsbook at plus 380 right now. Largely due to how lethal that guy is from a clean pocket this year. 92.9 PFF grade when kept clean this year. That's third among all quarterbacks in the country. He has 15 touchdown passes from a clean pocket and only 1 interception from a clean pocket this year. And Alabama's offensive line has been really good at granting him clean pockets this year. They're 26th in team pass blocking grade this season with a 76 pass blocking grade. But that offensive line will be tested this week against Tennessee. 4 different defensive linemen for the Volunteers this year have at least 4 sacks already this season. Joshua Josephs and Tyree West are each among the top 15 Power 4 edge rushers this season in pass rush grade. Tennessee has the 9th best pass rush grade in all of college football. For reference, Missouri has the 6th best pass rush grade in the country, and the Crimson Tide had their lowest pass blocking grade of the season this past week against Missouri with only a 56.6 pass blocking grade. So we've seen Alabama's offensive line that's been great all year, but against some of the elite defensive lines, they've had some issues against them. Ty Simpson really needs those clean pockets to thrive. Tennessee needs to make sure they don't give him those clean pockets in this game.
No, it doesn't get easier. I want to mention on the offensive side, too, Tennessee 10th themselves in pass blocking grade. So a top 10 pass protecting team and a top 10 pass rush team. And I like that you mentioned that about last week against Alabama. That was a big concern, right? Blocking Damon Wilson and Zion Young from Missouri. Doesn't get any easier. When you got Josh Josephs, elite player, Tyree West is really good, Caleb Herring can give you some juice off the edge. This is going to be the concern once again. Is A, is it the rotation or who's it going to be at right tackle? And B, big-time matchup with Caden Proctor. He's going to see some star players on the other side in this game, and then we'll see if Caden Proctor gets the football. I know you give me that. You give me that look of like, hey, when's Caden Proctor getting the football?
3 straight games now he's gotten the ball?
Is it 3? 2 or 3?
2 or 3. I think it's 3.
Did he get it in the Vandy game?
Oh, I'm trying to remember. I don't think so.
The
Georgia game, he got it again. Hey, wait, Georgia
and last week.
Okay, maybe not.
I don't think he got one in the Vandy game.
I think he did. Did he get 1 carry? I think I'll look it up real quick. I think he did.
Yeah, maybe you could find. Maybe you're right. Maybe it's 3 in a row. Either way, we got to start.
Should have 100 carries.
We got to start getting rushing props on Caden Proctor.
Especially, dude, Jam Miller's questionable for this game.
Oh yeah, there you
go. Caden Proctor could be start RB1 this week against.
He was wide receiver 1. He was QB1. Now he's the best runner.
Anyone doesn't know, we're actually going to do on Friday. We're going to do a awards show, the midseason award show, and All-American show too. I thought about Caden Proctor for Paul Hornung Award. I'll say that, most versatile player in the country.
That's reasonable. I don't hate it.
I was like, I don't know if I could do for 3. He has 3 carries this year. So
if he scores a touchdown in this game, you could think about it.
He's had carries in Georgia, Vanderbilt, Missouri. He's had 3 carries.
I don't hate it. Okay. All right.
So hopefully a 4th straight game.
He's at least a finalist. He has to be.
Yeah, he would be.
Absolutely. But no, I mean that's going to be the big thing. Who can get after the other quarterback? And if the answer is neither, then you're going to get a high-flying game down in Tuscaloosa.
Definitely. All right, Dalton, massive, massive game in the SEC this week. 2 top 15 teams in the country. Will Alabama get their 4th straight top 20 win, or will Tennessee deliver their 2nd loss of the year to Alabama?
This is a tough one because I do think there was some vulnerability shown off the edges if Tennessee can get the pass rush going with Josephs and West especially, but Tennessee's defense, I don't think on the back end of it has been that consistent this year. Close game against Arkansas, and really in a lot of their games, I think their pass defense, when they don't get to the quarterback, hasn't been great. Alabama's going to need to stop the run as well with Star Thomas and Deshaun Bishop and those guys in the backfield. I think at this point, he's on such a run and this game is in Alabama, I think, which helps a lot. I just can't bet against Ty Simpson. I do think this is going to be high scoring. I do think Alabama at some point has to re-involve Ryan Williams in this offense. He didn't get a touch last week. Got to get Ryan Williams involved again. You've got Jeremy Bernard, obviously. There's other guys playing well. I'm going to take Alabama in a high scoring barn burner. I think you're going to get a lot of points in this game, 42-35.
Our guy Andrew Harbaugh in the chat goes, Caden Proctor's not the Wildcat, he's a Thundercat.
Oh, love that.
That's it right there.
Yeah.
We've been looking for a nickname. There it is.
Well, I mean, but the problem is it already has one, isn't it? Crispy.
Oh, I like crispy too.
Yeah, it's crispy.
It's at least.
I mean, we can use that. We can use Thundercat too.
I like Thundercat,
but since it officially came out that it's crispy for Krispy Kreme, that's just fantastic. That's great stuff. So get the crispy package going. We're gonna need over unders on Caden Proctor rushing.
He's had one in the last 3 games.
Right.
He almost scored this past week too against Missouri.
Oh yeah.
He's gotten close to scoring twice this year.
No, he's a half step from being JJ Pegues. I'm telling you right now. That would have been my pick for the whole. If Travis Hunter didn't exist, it would have been JJ Pegues. It would have been. This is my new JJ Pegues.
Maybe
I need this
offensive tackle one, maybe fullback one in the 2026 draft this year too. I do have Alabama winning as well. I have Alabama winning 28-27. Again, a 1-point win. I cannot describe to you how difficult this slate was for Dalton and I to pick. I have so many 1-point games because I just have no idea who's going to win. I think Alabama pulled out at home, though, 28-27. It should be a duel between both quarterbacks in this game. And really, can either team get a pass rush going in this game, too? I trust Ty Simpson to edge out Joey Aguilar at home, though, and deliver Alabama's 4th straight top 20 win. But it's going to be a terrific, terrific ball game. I think 8.5 is way too big of a spread for this game. I really do. I think.
Yeah, I just think at any point, I mean, you could just. To me, you walk into this game and you could get a touchdown on any given play.
Yep.
You really could. I mean, and not to say that the two defenses don't have potential to do some good things. I think Tennessee's pass rush is a threat. I do think Alabama's secondary is obviously very good. But at the end of the day, I mean, the way these two quarterbacks have been rolling, and if you don't get a pass rush on either of them, you have a serious problem.
Yep. Before we move on, I want to get our Tennessee fan in the studio, Eli. Eli, any thoughts about this top 15 matchup this weekend?
I like the Vols in this one. I was almost going to go ballsy like I did for the Georgia game and pick Tennessee to win for my underdog, but that hurt my heart too bad, so I will not be doing it again. I think Tennessee will cover the 8.5. I think 8.5 is too much, especially with the pass rush struggles from Alabama. It's kind of where Aguilar thrives, so I think they cover, but might throw a little sprinkle on the money line as well.
I think on PFF.com we have a best bets tool from our betting tools that you can check out right now. I believe Tennessee money line is one of the best money lines according to our metrics this week.
I think I did see it as like one of the top 5 or so, top 5 or 6 up there, just because of the value of it. And I think, the other thing you saw, we've talked about Georgia with similar pass rush struggles. Well, when Georgia couldn't rush Joey Aguilar at all, look what he did. He scored 41 points. So, and Bama's pass rush is basically the same, maybe marginally better than Georgia's right now. So it's a big thing. When he's comfortable back there, he can sling it downfield for sure.
Yep. Tennessee plus 260 on the money line at DraftKings Sportsbook right now. Anyone in the chat, just telling you, Dalton and I can't pick it. Eli won't be picking it for the upset parlay. It is available to you guys, though, for the upset parlay if you want to pick it. Plus 260. We'll get to that later on the show. Now that you
told them to do it, now they're definitely.
Well, maybe. I'm just saying.
There's got to be one volunteer fan in the chat who's going to just throw
maybe
it
just Eli on a burner account in the chat, maybe.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, we'll see.